Hey, and welcome. I can't even hear myself. I can't hear nothing. And now this one is working because the regular one wasn't working, but the long one, we done started with this already. My apologies. I was about to set some stuff up, and then I was like, you know what? Let me not set nothing up because I don't even know if the regular format is working. All right, now, y'all done started already. It's been a day. Yeah, I'm half on, half off. But I'm sorry. I just came from late. I was putting my clothes in the dryer. Come here a second to turn off this light. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down in the comment section. Let me know if you can see me or you can hear me okay. Share this video with your neighbors because sharing is caring, and Cash App and Venmo are there for those who would like to partake. Lord have mercy. Hey, Jalen. Lord. Football, Steelers versus who? Oh, the Ravens. Steelers won. No, turn that light up. Hold on a second, y'all. Turn that light up. I'm here. I'm just off camera trying to figure my life out. This my hat was cocked to the side. Oh, hold on a second, y'all. Like the video, and then we're gonna get into some things. I gotta bring up the slides. I don't have no slides for entertainment news today, but I'm like the video. All right, y'all. I hope y'all took a moment to like the video because you know it's mom life over here. And it's Sunday. Happy Sunday. So it ain't a Miss Kira Speaks Live if the children ain't children and doing something they ain't got no business doing and just aggravating my nerves. It's just like I cannot. I cannot. I decided we're gonna do it. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it because we're gonna do a mental health check-in. See how you guys are doing. Again, happy Sunday. I'm gonna get into my weekend, how my life has been. Y'all tell me how you doing. Jalen, how you doing? You hanging in there? You said you was watching a football game. You went to church this morning. Everything was good. Oh, Jesus, I'm hot. All right, let me get my slides up for my watch list. Let's take this down. Bring that back up so I can keep an eye. Nobody's open it up right now. And I didn't share live. It's whatever. Like I said, I was racing because I went to go do the laundry. And I went by myself because usually I take one of the kids with me. But then I had to come home and have the little one help me put the stuff in the dryer because it's just far too much stuff. I had like 6 or 7 washes worth of clothes. Don't ask. Okay, don't ask. Laundry was a little backed up. Cupboards was a little bare. It'd be like that sometimes. It being like that, but it's there. Hey, Shayna. I did not want to be doing my laundry all late. I wanted to have it done long before now, but the kids be getting a dilly and they dally on. So I just barely got it in the dryer before I got up here. So by the time I get off, it should be done. I can go over there and take one of these kids with me and help them take all of these freaking bags out and bring them home. And then we'll sort it out later because I got another live panel tonight. You watch another game after the Steelers and Saints. Oh, Saints versus Buccaneers. Saints won. Okay, you're a football girl. I've been watching football since since I was a young child. This was supposed to be my weekend off. And then they sorry, I gotta get a little drink. Because it's hot, I have to have them turn me heat off. Y'all see I came in with that vest on. Okay. It's hot. It's supposed to be my weekend off. It's busy season at my job. And yet they playing around with overtime lists. I don't understand. I guess it's not for me to understand. They know it's busy. They know what it is. I'm on the overtime list, so I'm anticipating having overtime. However, let me see. I don't know. Child, this thing is so it's showing up that way and not the other way. I don't. Is it playing it? No, Shane is over there. But it looks like Jalen is over here. I can't tell if it's playing in both formats like it's supposed to. And it's driving me crazy. And I was trying to let's see what happens when I share it like that. Anyway, I'm on the overtime list, but my overtime capacity is only coming in on my days off. I'm not staying late unless I got something to do with my situation. I ain't helping nobody else. Sharon is not caring. Okay. It's busy. I got my own stuff to take care of. So as of Wednesday night, they didn't have me on the schedule for working this weekend. So I go ahead and I make plans. Baby, listen, I go ahead and I make plans. I make all these plans. I'm at work Thursday. Mind you, like I said, Wednesday night, not on the schedule. At work Thursday. Out on the street. Get a call from the supervisors. Oh, come in tomorrow. Excuse me? I done already made plans. I'm going back and forth. And I said, fine. I'll come in Friday, but not Saturday. I'll let you know. No, I'm letting you know. I'll be here Friday. I won't be here Saturday. Because now I've got to cram all the plans I have from Friday into Saturday. And now I got to move some stuff back to next weekend, Sunday. Because, like Sis said, don't bring yourself out. Pace myself. Like, I was like, I need my haircut. And my little son needs his haircut. So I was going to try to do one of those this weekend. We will have to both get them done next weekend. I might have to go get my nails done next weekend because I couldn't squeeze none of that in this weekend. I want to take him to the light show. Didn't squeeze none of that in. So my laundry, which I was supposed to do on Friday, and my grocery shopping had to move. So the laundry went to Sunday. The grocery shopping went to Saturday. But it was just like, so that's how it's been going. Then I've been struggling to keep up with the shows, keep up with the content. I've been getting the Vlogmas stuff up, but I don't even have my long form stuff done that me and the little one are supposed to be working on because the apartment's been crazy. My dad came over here and put the TV up to make sure the TV wasn't broken in the box. That's a whole nother story. So that's up. They're happy about that. And then once he left, I said, let me hurry up because the tree's supposed to be up the weekend before Thanksgiving. Then the tree was supposed to be up the weekend of Thanksgiving. So I said this weekend was the last weekend, but it wasn't looking like it. So I was going to rent a storage unit to get rid of my old desk. And well, I was never set up over there. I had an old desk when I first moved here. And then I bought this one and then this whole setup and everything. So I wanted to get rid of that. I was gonna baby, listen. I'm glad they didn't call me on Friday because I would have told them no. Last time when they did it in October on my weekend off, I was prepared for them to call me on Friday I would have been fine with it because I was up. So I said, as long as I get the little one on the bus, I just change my clothes and go into work. They didn't call me. I said, cool. I took the whole weekend. I ain't make no plans. But same thing. I'm going to do Friday. I'm not going to do Saturday. Don't call me on no Saturday because Saturday I'm going to be sleeping late. Friday I'm going to be up because the kids got to go to school. So you can call me Friday. I might come in that month. This right here, had they called me Friday morning, it would have been enough. So I was supposed to move this desk out of here and all the stuff on it, around it. Some ish happened. Everything is in disarray. So I was going to do a storage unit just to get some of the stuff out of it because I wanted my Christmas tree over there. Because my Christmas tree used to be over here in the corner where this desk is. Then I want to put it over there. Didn't get over there last year. TV was broken. Popped it in front of the TV, but then my son kept moving the tree out the way when he was doing his workout. So I was like, I'm not doing that this year. The TV is fixed, new. not moving it. So I had to come up with an alternate plan. So as soon as that TV got up, I switched everything. I was so exhausted yesterday, literally exhausted, but I got a lot done. So I pat myself on the back. I separated the things out so I wouldn't burn myself out and be crazy. But now my content is, like I said, slacking on the Mac, and because I haven't got married to medicine up, so I think maybe Tuesday I'll give y'all episodes 1, episodes 2. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Hey, Monique, 69 Ways with Bel Air, because I did the notes for the first 3. I haven't watched 4 and 5, and tomorrow about to be 6, 7, and 8. Over it. Okay, totally over it. Yes, I have to get to that because I think I'm gonna do a video for that. I'm trying to get my blog. Because I wanted to like some of my blogging stuff so I wouldn't have to be sitting every day to do content, because let me stop moving my hands because the thing's going crazy. Coming home from work and doing solo content is a lot. Coming home from work and doing a panel is fine, but coming home from work and yeah. So during a week with Christmas and everything going on, I ain't did a lick of Christmas shopping, but trying to do content during the week is crazy. So I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record child, but oh my God. Yeah. When they broke the TV in my bedroom, okay, because we've been through, I have all boys. We've been through several broken TVs. When they broke the TV in my bedroom, that's when my friend said, oh, they're doing a broken TV prank. No, it's not a prank. They broke my TV. But it wasn't on the proper stand and everything like that. So I was like, you know what? I let that one go. That was the one in my bedroom. That one, they ain't broke since. I had one die, but it hasn't broke since. They haven't broken that TV since. And then originally out here, I had the TV from my parents' house. So that one died and I got a new one. That's the one that they broke. So now, I don't know, but I made them wait because that TV was broke for like 2 years. Because I was like, not y'all broke that TV within the course of a year. Boys, my children, it don't even matter. I be trying, and it just don't even matter. You still need to watch it, yeah. Because it's just either, it looks like at least the month of December is not as much on for the month of December, except for a lot of Christmas stuff. So that's, we're gonna get into the watch list in a little bit. That's good because I just simply cannot. It's too much. Either everything is on or nothing's on. You trying to do your regular life and trying to do the content. So what I have been doing is the daily like favorite Christmas movies or go to this. I think last year I said favorite. This year I said go to Christmas movies. It's the same thing. It's the ones that I'm gonna watch. You know, more than one. So you know, sometimes you be looking for something that, like, for instance, you get ready to go to bed. You want to throw something on. Because me, when I get in my bed, try as I might, I'm not gonna be able to watch nothing new because I'm gonna fall asleep. Like, it don't matter how good it is. That me and that bed, we go together real bad, and I just be in there like. So I really try to not even watch nothing. So that's what I say when I mean my go-to is like, I know I'm probably gonna fall asleep on them, but I'm gonna put it on and watch it and enjoy it. And even if I'm, you know, just looking for something to watch, I'm cleaning the kitchen or cooking or whatever, and I don't want nothing that I have to like really pay attention to because I done watched it 11 times. I know Kevin about to call them some idiots. He about to wake up and they about to be gone. Okay. I know the little family about to bring a whole bunch of decorations and being a pain in Kelly Rowland's behind. We know these things for sure. So that's what I mean by my favorites and my go-to. So I did like 14 last year, maybe 16 at best. I'm trying to do 20. We're gonna see. I'm on like, well, let me not say I'm on 7. I gotta get the one up for today. But so far I'm up to 7. So fingers crossed. Because life is really just like, I feel like I'm on my little Kim, y'all. That's how I'm feeling. Oh, he's back on the Browns. Deshaun Watson is back in the Cleveland Browns locker room, going to be able to play. You are really a football person. I know the Eagles. I know the New York teams. Well, technically, only the New York team technically is the Jets, because I guess they consider the New York Giants, even though they in New Jersey. Whatever. And I know a couple of the new players, but not, Jalen and them's, not you, Jalen, the other Jalen. Me and football is not. I know Candy be watching her Cowboys. I do not get into the football a little bit. Well, and I used to love basketball when I was younger. I was real into basketball up until I was I don't know if that's going to share properly. Up until I went to college, and I even watched some in college with my boyfriend in college, and then I just kind of stopped watching. And then I used to just watch the like the finals. I don't watch that anymore either. We're gonna do the celebrity birthdays like I like to do. So we're just gonna say happy birthday to, I don't want to even say some of our favorite celebs. They just celebs. They just celebs, or some of them sometimes be reality TV stars, which that's up into your interpretation whether you want to call them celebrities or not. But just to be clear, hey Tamika. Whew, let me breathe. I feel like I've been running my mouth because that's what I like to do. But I was trying to get y'all all caught up with what the heck is going on. He's dating prison inmates. Is that what that said? Oh, his prison inmate P.S. That tracks. He loves somebody else's girl. That's what Diddy gonna do. We're gonna talk about Diddy in a minute. I think we do that first and then get into the watch list. Like I said, ain't that much for this month. A lot of Christmas stuff. I gotta get my Christmas watch list together for next Saturday. Lord, I've been watching. Yes, please hit that like, turn on notifications, and subscribe to the channel. Please. Thank you to those who have subscribed already. I see I got a couple subscribers. We can getting close to that 500. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Very much so. Because I got to work on that, and I got to work on these watch hours, which is why I said I'm trying to get this content up, but the content is kicking my butt. Keeping up with the vlogmas and everything else. We're going to get there. We are going to get there. I have faith. I'm just trying to steady myself because the anxiety and getting overwhelmed, it don't take but much, get overstimulated. I'll be telling my kid, but volume. I be telling my kid, like yesterday we went out to the store. We went to Tradarius Joseph's, went to Trader Joe's yesterday. I promised him he wants to go to Five Below, so we went to Five Below, and love him, my little one, love him to pieces. So sometimes it's hard. But I even tried to pace out today because typically I do Sunday dinner, but I got up and ran to the mall to get a couple more candles because this weekend was candle day at Bath and Body Works, child, because I was about to say Bed Bath and Beyond. So I got some yesterday, but I decided to go to another store and see what they had, and so I grabbed a couple more. And then, like I said, my laundry is over there in the dryer. By the time I get off, it should be ready to come out. What else? And then, like I said, I usually cook, but I decided since we were supposed to have takeout the other day, we didn't have takeout the other day. Oh, then that was the other thing. Friday I had to go to my son's school because they had like a holiday thing. That was really nice. So that was Friday night. So we never could get to the holiday lights Saturday night because, like I said, then I had to work Friday, so that threw everything off. But I decided I'm gonna cook dinner tonight. Okay. So once I got them clothes in the washer, I ran and barely made the Jamaican spot and grabbed us. That's what my son was asking. I was like, yeah, you can't wait till I get up here. Like, it ain't even dinner time because we eat late. Apparently he can't wait. Just leftovers in there, or whatever. So I went and did that. I'm gonna have to cook a Sunday dinner on a Monday. Okay, take that ground meat out the refrigerator and throw something on when I come in the door from work tomorrow, which I usually don't like to do. Like if I work on a Monday, I usually don't. It's usually a leftover day because Monday is usually a busy day. But unless I don't feel like cooking, then I'll come in and we can do leftovers. It's still food in there. They ain't never gonna starve. I made some homemade pizza last night. They ain't never gonna starve. I digress. Birthdays. We got Jeffrey Wright, and a bunch of things. He was in that American Fiction. He just was in the thing with Denzel, which great actors, not so great movies. Highest to Lowest. Happy birthday to him. Speaking of basketball that I was saying earlier, Larry Bird, it's also his birthday. Terrell Owens, football. Terrell Owens played football, right? Yeah, I think. Aaron Carter, rest in peace. I gotta go and watch that documentary that they did on Peacock on him because I am curious to know. Also Chris Hemsworth, Jason Momoa. Sorry, Chris. I mean, I know they love you too, but I love me some Jason. I love me some Jason Momoa. I don't know what it is. Something about them eyes and I like when he be like growing his hair out and he's like giving Aquaman because I just love him. Oh, and lastly, Asian Doll. I don't know what she's saying, but you know, we got Cash Doll and China Doll and Asian Doll and all the daggone dolls. I know her face. Can't think of what she sings. Don't come for me. I don't really care. She's pretty. I just don't know what she sings. I probably could look it up. And then you know how sometimes you just because I'm really bad with artists and song titles. So like I know how some sounds, but I can't tell you the name of the song. I might be able to tell you who sings it if it's like, you know, Usher or Chris Brown or like somebody, or Mary J. Blige. But like if it's one of these new artists, yeah. We do our best. 16-year-old boy. Oh my gosh. I think I heard about that. See, that's why I don't be liking to watch the news. Everything is, I mean, I like to listen enough to know what's going on because you always got to keep ahead of the swivel, especially like as it pertains to our government, just to keep abreast of things that are going on. I got one kid in college, one kid about to graduate from high school. So we've got to keep track on all those things. And then the youngest one in school, and you know, our district gets all these different things and we're trying to reinvent the wheel. Everything that we done fought for to get it, they're trying to take it away. I don't want to have to get married because I see y'all are trying to do that. Yeah, I don't want nobody to have no degrees. Y'all don't want women to be independent. This is allegedly, child. This is just my opinion. Just so dark, and so grim. Yeah. Get it and go type of person. I go pick me up something to eat. Yeah. Yeah, that's I try to like pay weeks to do. It used to be pay weeks. I did my big grocery shopping, and so that's why we had takeout because you know once you do major grocery shopping, now I just be pulling up to the Target. Yes, I said Target. Don't come for me. We done gone through this already, and let them throw it. Just throw it in the bag. Throw it in the back seat, and take it home and deal with it. Yesterday, Trader Joe's. That's about it. We went to Trader Joe's and got a couple things, but you know Trader Joe's is not. Hey, DeMarcus Vaughn. One of them stores when you go and do like your major shopping, it's like, you know, fill in and my coffee stuff and you know, it's that type of stuff. So although I do enjoy going there and picking up some stuff in my tooth, I don't know what's going on, child. But yeah, so I try not to do too much because like when we were at the pediatrician, she was asking my son like, oh, how often do you eat fast food, because these kids be eating a lot of fast food these days. And I was like, about twice a month, 3 times we're feeling froggy. She was like, oh my God, that's great. Yeah, I try not to do all that. I'm like, nah, I ain't gonna say we don't eat no processed food and that we got to work on, but I try to make life as easy and as breezy as possible. And that's why I was trying to do, because the little one, The other night he wanted that doggone Grinch meal from McDonald's. That was Friday, but I was so tired. We just came in and ate what was in here because, like I said, it was leftovers because I had made all this spaghetti and meat sauce and pasta, and it was in there. So we just ate whatever. And then yesterday I did the homemade pizza. So today was supposed to be baked ziti. That's probably gonna be tomorrow. It was very much takeout. Why did my phone just get dark? That was weird. So as far as entertainment bites, we're not going to get into too much. We're just going to go over two little things because I like to yeah, I mean, you do what you can. The only thing with takeout, I feel like sometimes, you get sick of stuff. If you could find a bunch of good restaurants, now that's good. But I've been getting a lot of like my Chinese stuff from Trader Joe's. So because you might do Jamaican or Chinese, and that's more like your home style food. McDonald's, like I can't stand McDonald's. That little one like it. We'll do Popeyes every now and again. We just got a Shake Shack, but that's expensive. I'll be making burgers at home. But yeah, I get it. I get it. I just would get sick of pizza. Because that was the other thing. I was like, what are we gonna have? There's this place that does like specialty burritos. Like they have like mac and cheese and chicken tenders in a burrito. So freaking good. Steak and like steak teriyaki and rice. They have like traditional ones too, quesadillas, but I'll be trying to mix it up. I try to mix it up, and then it gets expensive because I just we're gonna have to split them two plates. And honestly, I think splitting the two plates, I might as well have just gotten because I usually get a meal for me, a meal for my oldest from a Jamaican place, and then the two younger ones share. But I just got one and one, and it was like the same. I think swear it was like the same price because you're not gonna walk out there without spending like $50 because they be charging you out the eyeballs for some oxtails, and that's what me and my oldest son be eating. Yeah, I did a bunch of cleaning yesterday, Tamika, and this place still look like that. Like it's just everything all over. Oh, what's going on, DeMarcus? You said this week has not been a good week. This year been hectic. I am nervous about Christmas. That little one be like, "Oh, Christmas is in like 2 weeks," and I'm like, "Ain't bought a thing. Ain't bought a thing." Trying to catch up on these bills. I prayerfully the things that I need to come through will come through, and I'll be able to take care of them in the way that I want to take care of them. Because honestly, like my middle one, he's 17, so he gonna want some sneakers and some clothes. Should he not have clothes? And he does need clothes because he's growing. Should he not have clothes? So you know what I'm saying? Like Christmas present, I guess that's what we're calling it. It's Christmas. But my oldest son, he does need a new laptop, and I was supposed to get that already. But shoes, clothes, that's it. He on a thing about this Nintendo Switch because he got one, but I think he needs a new one. I think his is on like he got the Switch Lite, but I think that's honestly at the bottom of his list because he wants his clothes and stuff more. So should he not have clothes? Now the little one is the only one that'll get some like toyish items, but he's also the easiest to buy for, and his stuff will probably go on sale, and I'll probably him I could shop down to the last minute. That clothes is kind of tricky with the shipping, and I don't be liking going to the stores, but yeah. Oh yeah, something going on. He told him to leave you some stuff in the freezer in the containers, okay? So mama can eat. I know he does the cooking. I ain't mad at it. You trying to eat a lot of food because I remember, oh, I still got a church event. Yikes. Yeah, I love to eat. That's one thing about my family. We love to eat. And I didn't drop some weight, but I don't be worried about it. I eat whatever the hell I want to eat. I just try to do things in moderation. So we eat everything. We eat chicken, we eat fish, we eat pork, we eat it all. I just try not to do too much red meat, too much pork, sprinkling the seafood, try to make it as even as I possibly can. Claudia gives you Brooke Shields vibes. You had a crush. Oh, you had a crush on Brooke Shields. What? Mm-mm. No, I haven't. I haven't had plantain pie, and I haven't had do you eat the Marcus? Do you eat? Because I didn't come across two people. One was Jamaican, and I think you said your wife is Jamaican. The other one, I think his family might be African. Plantain and eggs or some crap like that. Fried plantain and I was like, I mean, I like plantain and I like eggs. I would never in a million years imagine. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I said I would try it, then alas. Then alas. That's my kids. I'm trying to teach them because I got boys and I don't want no girls being like Mrs. Such and Such. He don't pick up after himself. That's not how I'm raising them. Come back to this video. That's not how I'm raising them. I won't even call out which one is, I probably have said it before, which one is the main culprit. And I'll be getting that little one because one time I was like, sir, please get your stuff out of my floor. The hamper is where it belongs. It's very easy breezy. Like I said, we're going to go over two things. We're going to quickly touch on Tide and Candy because I think we talked about it. I wasn't here last Sunday. We skipped the Sunday. Next Sunday, I'm not going to be doing a weekly huddle. I'll probably be doing a pajama Sundays just for Christmas. And then I'll determine whether I'm going to bring it back or when I'm bringing it back. And maybe seasonal. Maybe I'll do one in the spring and one in the summer. But we're going to try to pull it together. So we'll have that next Sunday instead of a weekly huddle. And then we'll weekly huddle out the rest of the month. We'll be okay. Because I'm just, try to keep you guys updated and trying to keep on top of my stuff without pulling my hair out. Okay. So that's that. We talked about Todd and Candy filing for divorce. I think we found out in November. She filed for divorce in July. She said that they would be, she seems like on her Amazon Live, she was having a little trouble talking through it, which, stands to reason. Because nobody wants the end of their relationship. I was about to watch something. I don't even know if I can watch it on here. On Instagram, right before I got on here, that was talking about this whole prenup, because we're going to get into that. But she's, it seemed like she struggled with it. She said they would be spending Thanksgiving together. They're still family. Hey, Kendall. They're still trying to co-parent and do all the things. God bless them. Co-parenting, it's a lot. So you got to have the right set of people, and they got to be, I mean, when it's stars or reality stars. I mean, Candy Burris is not a reality star, but what was I saying? So they did spend Thanksgiving together, but then it's like I feel bad because she had to put it. Well, she didn't have to. She chose to put a disclaimer when she put the pictures up, saying that basically he was here, but he had left, and so he wasn't in the pictures. And I just feel crazy because I feel like, did we even have to say that? But I guess in the being in the spotlight, she did. I mean, as long as your kids know who was there, but I get it, child. I don't know what y'all think she's gonna come back to Housewives of Atlanta. I don't know whether she should or she should not. What about keep hitting this thing? Why does the light keep going down on it? So now they're saying that he wants full custody, right? And that he wants to dispute this prenup because he's trying to say he signed it under duress. Now, it's documented on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think he signed the prenup the day of the wedding or the day before the wedding or something crazy like that. But he did have time to look it over, and he was, pee-popping and dragging his feet because it really seems like he just didn't want to sign it, which, it's his prerogative, I guess, but the person you're marrying, and she said she had never wavered on the prenup, and I get it. You're Candy freaking Burris. Why would you waver on the prenup when you got a lot to lose behind it? But now we're seeing something on I don't know why this appears to not be. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it alone. It won't let me pull it up. All right, let me just go back to this one. Now somebody on Instagram said he may have a leg to stand on as far as the prenup and saying it was something like unethical or whatever. I'm gonna look at it. If there's anything worth talking about it, I'll make a note that the next time we talk about it to talk about it. But if it's not, it's not. I hope she's okay. Now, my other thing that I took issue with, because I was laughing, because some folks, and I was along the same lines. He wants full custody of the kids. Give him full custody of the kids. Because Candy be moving and grooving. However, I know if it was me and my kids, I'd be like, oh, we could do joint. I'm not giving you full custody, but I guess he's trying to get child support. I guess, and now he's contesting his prenup. It's looking a little raggedy. It's looking like a scheme that you had set up. But I know you had said, the biggest scheme ever was coming. I don't think she can talk about it either, Tamika. But then there was rumors that, well, it's two things. They said there was something about they've been married 11 years, together longer than that. I saw somewhere that they said the prenup was only good for 10 years. I pray to God that that's not the case, because this is very much given the past. Wasn't that Todd's movie? That you just, well, although she filed and not him, but still, did you amp it up? Like, because I could do what I want because it's been 10 years and I'm leaving here with something on your Denzel. Is that what you were doing? But I wonder too, Jalen, and that's always the biggest thing is the kids. Is the kids. I say, don't stay for the kids, because that they pick up on that vibe, they pick up on that energy, and they just really don't need that in their lives, and they need to see their parents happy. So if y'all are not happy, it would behoove you to just step on out the way. Step on out the way and let, so hopefully it will, it'll work itself out. He doesn't need to cut it out. Yeah, I do hate it for the kids too. I mean, and now, baby, they pulling up Todd's greatest hits, like everything that he has said that it seemed even a little off. Okay, everything that they've taped about him, I'm gonna sleep with your friends, and this is all allegedly. Y'all can find it on the internet. Everything, just talking down on women that got something versus baby, it's a lot. I was trying to see, because look, I put my printer here. And so I moved the bookshelf. I'm just trying to see. I might have to move the laptop over a little bit. I'm sorry, child. I just noticed it, because usually this hits me a little more. But I moved my setup around a little, not really, just slightly, just ever so. But yeah, I don't want it to be nasty either. And I know divorces do get nasty, but I'm like, please, please, please let it be as amicable as possible, because they're in the public eye. So all of that stuff will come out. It's hard enough when you're going through that stuff behind closed doors, but when you're on Front Street and then your kids get to watch it at some point play all out, because the internet is forever. I hope we can do it as smoothly as possibly. I see Candy. I don't know what's accurate and what's not. I don't have no slides for it. Usually I have slides, sometimes I have slides for the entertainment bites, but that she wants to see, like, seal some of the stuff so it can't be like, public record. Kind of like Tiana did, but then Iman, they said, allegedly leaked the information, because you don't want the stuff to get out there. And it's usually for the kids. That's why I choose my words very carefully. Even if I don't even think I've talked about certain situations. No, I have. I was gonna say, I don't even think I've talked about certain situations with their dads, because it's just like I try to be cognizant of them, and that's all I care about. Because if it wasn't for them, I anything out. Okay, anything out. All right, but I try to keep it cute as far as they're concerned, because it is what it is. It could be, but Candy says she don't really like to give us her business like that. And she'd be up on the internets crying. We don't really know what happened, Kendall. They've been married for 11 years. There was a rumor he was cheating. There was a rumor he got somebody pregnant, and then Funky Geneva stepped in and said, yes, he is cheating. Yes, he doesn't know who the lady is. I think her name has to start with an H, but that Ty had a vasectomy, so ain't nobody pregnant, because they said those pictures were like, people be AI in the pictures and doctoring the pictures up. So If you go back, Kendall, and watch Todd's greatest hits, is it's given that he liked that lady. It's given he had issues in the power dynamic of her having, and he was like such an idea man. So I thought they could work, but it's like, because Ebony K. Williams is talking about it. We're talking about the bus driver. Can you marry the bus driver? Yes, but then you get situations like, and I think she's been talking on this, situations where it is typically the man that can't handle it. I mean, I don't want that for me, okay? Because I don't do bad all by myself. I don't need to be I'm struggling here. I don't need to get in a struggle with you. We uplift, okay? I'll move, you move. We keep doing this, but yeah. And that's not specifically to say the bus driver, because look, I don't know how much did the bus driver make? What did the bus drivers in New York make? Because we could make around the same amount of money. So I don't want to say that, but when we're talking Ebony K. Williams and Candy Burris, that level of the bus driver, that's the levels we talking about. But yeah, it's usually the men that their ego can't take it. Okay, you said it too. A lot of people said that, Shane, that they would give him custody with no nanny. Yeah. And is Blaze school age? She might be school age by now. I know Ace getting up there, baby, because Ace and my youngest got to be around the same age. But Blaze got to be maybe just be school age, because baby, when they're not school age, at least you got that little freedom when they be in school. But these kids be a lot. Me and my best friend have had that conversation, because it's like, sometimes even when you're struggling, I've struggled more than she has, but you make it look good, you make it look easy. It ain't. It's none of that. It's none of that. Baby, Mama Joyce is over there having a hard time keeping her mouth closed, because somebody was saying, oh, they should have her on speak on it. Leave Mama Joyce out of it. Mama Joyce would say what she had to say. Although I honestly feel like Mama Joyce was guilty of the same stuff she was accusing Todd of. I know about them mamas. I'm just trying to tell you, and that's why you be susceptible to some of the BS sometimes. Just saying. I thought I moved. Oh, I did move this light. I moved it back because I kept moving it. Sorry, I got to get a bigger ring light, but that's why we having these glasses on her body. I think the ring light has totally like damaged my eyes. Yeah, babe, Portia don't go after Todd. Portia can have him. I don't think Todd got enough money for Portia to really want him like that. He was bringing up Portia's name a lot, like he was on Portia's body, like that's the housewife he would get with. But I don't think Todd got what he wanted. I think the only one that she liked, well, was the hot dog. I was going to say that didn't have money like that, but he got something. It's the hot dog man. I don't think she wanted was hot. From married to being bisexual now. Yeah. But she been low-key messing with women, so wave your flag, girl. Wave your flag. Yep. He knew in that Candy was the breadwinner, so why would I think he's always had a problem with it though, because even he said little things on the show. He didn't even come into contact with his daughter until later on in life, and then once they got married and Candy was trying to give his daughter what she gave her daughter, because baby Riley was okay. I would love to be Riley. Okay, Riley was raised as that girl. Okay, and she was trying to give that to Kayla, and he was like, "No, Kayla will work for it, sir. It's not your money. It's not your money." And then it looks bad for Candy, because it's like, how am I going to be doing this for my daughter? And then y'all be around. Like, you can't do that. Like, my oldest son, when his cousin used to be around my niece, but on his dad's side, it's the same treatment. Is if this one get a toy, that one get a toy. If this one got a fly outfit, that one got on a fly outfit. You can't really do, You gotta do the right thing by these kids. And Candy was trying. And Candy is a giver. And you got to be careful with that, because I've been there and I ain't had as much means as Candy, but people will take advantage of you. But I don't think that would have been the issue with Kayla, because Kayla was just, young and trying to get it. So I'm glad that they have a good relationship, and it seems like her and Riley have a better relationship. So hopefully that will continue, and we can do the right thing by these children. Because baby, yeah, he should have never married her in the first place since it was such a problem. Because how you make that movie to pass? Like, are you art imitating life? Is it? Todd ain't afraid to dabble in the dabble in the controversy, if you will. Okay, making Kayla work for it when he married Rich, because let her reap the benefits of it. Shit. Like, Kayla, put a little something to the side. You might get a handbag, but you might get some cash. Put it to the side. If you get the right bag, you get you a little Birkin or something, you have some investment pieces. So, child. Exactly. So it was like, how you don't treat them differently. So now I'm doing for my kid. We're trying to play this as one big happy family, that's the ideal situation for a blended family. We are one big happy family, okay? But then I'm supposed to treat this one differently because you want to see her struggle. So I'm supposed to leave you to manage your child. Like, then we're not one big happy family. You have your family over here, and we have our family together. And I have that's when I started to have an issue with that. And I get wanting your kids to work for things, but there comes a point, because I think I was talking to one of my friends about that. And I do believe with me, it's just generally sometimes my kids, I don't have it. Yes, let them earn certain things, but then when you get to a certain level, I feel like for me, my parents made me, work and earn. But then when I got into a certain level, like when you get to be an adult and you bust your ass and you've proven that you're not a brat, you're willing to put in the work and you got it, and you still want to make me jump through hoops, I don't subscribe to all of that. Once I become wealthy, okay, and these kids are of age, I think that's for like the younger kids, because you're trying to make sure you have well-rounded individuals and they don't go out here in these streets and be wild and acting crazy. I mean, it's been that much time on it. We still got to go through the watch list and all of that, but baby, they have 2 kids together, Kendall. So both of them have daughters from previous relationships that are like adults, and then they have a son and a daughter together in the marriage. So yeah, yikes. What you think about them to the Taurus women's? No, they're not to be played with at all. And you're with Candy if you're going to be with me, or you're not going to put. Yeah. Yep. And then they be having that that softness underneath all that horts. Okay. So speaking of Funky, y'all know I gave up on Funky a long time ago. I don't follow. He comes up on my TikTok sometimes in the little shorts, the little bites, because I stopped following on YouTube. I know he's part of the community, but even if he's not, as a male, you're giving me misogynistic, and you are very disgusting when it comes to women. So I didn't stay away from him. But we had this story with him and Tamar, and they've been back and forth and friends and not friends. And then she had the situation happen when she woke up and it was Kool-Aid and rice, blood and teeth. And she didn't know what happened. She claimed she was hosting a birthday party for him. I don't know whether she mentioned his name, but then she was making a music video. And then I guess people were saying that he was the reason that she woke up with blood and missing teeth and she didn't know. Some people were saying, oh, maybe she's sleepwalking or had a stroke. I don't know. Then they said her teeth was intact. I don't know what to speculate. I have liked me some Tamar, but Tamar has gotten to Kanye levels where I can't support you publicly. I try to support your projects. Once you get to talking, I got to bow out. Okay, I got to let you go. I haven't been watching the Braxtons, but I've been hearing like little bits and pieces. I love you supporting the niece. I do think they be beating up on you a little bit, and that a lot of times it be Tawanda. But Tamar, girl, we know how you be acting. So she didn't come to his defense. She went on some thing L'Oreal had, and he had already told her to clear it up or keep my name out your mouth. And needless to say, she didn't. So then he stepped up and said it wasn't no party. She was having something for herself. It was like, I guess, his birthday weekend. So I guess that's why how she tried to wrap it up as his birthday. But that she was having an inappropriate relationships with Mendices. I don't really care because him and that lady's not legally married. And I don't know what they have going on behind closed doors. I've heard he been cheating. I heard she been cheating. And I don't know what kind of arrangement they have. So I ain't really too bothered about that. But I know he was in a video with Tamar. Anyway, Funky said they was kissing and canoodling in the backseat. And that's why he didn't go upstairs. So maybe he know why, blood and teeth and blood. But it's just like with him, I can't even stand in support of him. I think they both doing a little bit of lying, to be perfectly honest, him and Tamar. But I can't stand behind him because, sorry, child, I don't know what my bra is doing. I can't stand behind him just because the way he talks. Like, yeah, I get it's Tamar, but it's like the way he talks, I just can't get with Funky. He's so, when it comes to women, and I don't like it. So that's all I got to say about that. Ain't got to say no more. Yeah, Tamar. Never cared for her, but I will call out whether she's right. Yeah, I've been a Tamar fan, but it's like I can't sit there and support you when you doing and saying wrong stuff. Like some of the fallouts that she was speaking of Candy, some of the fallouts that she's had with Candy. You don't want to do that. And with the whole thing with Todd and making it seem like Todd had did us. When you're right, you're right, and when you're wrong, you're wrong. You got little tiny gray points, but for the most part, that's just how it is. So her story been changing. She don't always be, accurate, but then Funky, and I can't get with the way he deals with and talks to women. That whatever you said, it done went in one ear and right out the other, because you're not about to talk to me like that. As a man, I don't care if you're part of the community or not. As a man, you're not about to talk to me like that. Now, he ain't talking to me, but you know what I mean. Them Braxton women have a lot, yes, going in their family, and I'm right back. Yeah, that Mama Evelyn is a huge problem. How she let this, not even how she let this happen. She's part of the problem. She's part of the triangulation and the division in the sisterhood, and then with their dad, because the dad cheated. And I had to call it thing a thing. You do the best you can as a parent. That's like, even with me, I try to give my parents a lot of grace for what I went through in my childhood, because it is what it is. And my parents, they did nothing else. They provided. They try to do the best they can. My issue became when I got to be an adult, the way we carry things on. But you got to give parents grace, because my kids are probably going to be like, oh, I ain't like when you did this, or therapy, and it's going to be all right. Hasn't been the same since her divorce from Vincent. Yeah. I was going to say, I think the stardom has got to her head, but I think she does have mental health issues. I hate to say it like that, because everybody, I don't want to say everybody, a lot of people deal with mental health. I have mental health issues. I don't know what's a better word for it. So I think that's part of it, but it's also that upbringing. Love her singing, yes. Hearing about her drama more than, yeah. They say she likes to be front and center, whether it's good, good attention or bad attention. I can't really get with that. Okay, Shanna, I'm right there with you. I only look, because I be living over there on that clock app, baby. And every now and again, I'll see, or even, that's what I was trying to explain to somebody before. Even if you're not following it, if I'm watching like Bondi or Rocks or Erica De Niro or Ashley Miller, and somebody else is talking about it, that's where sometimes I'll get the stuff as opposed to going to the source. He does come across my algorithm sometimes, but like I said, I don't follow him no more over here on YouTube. I just clocked out. That's all I got. Ain't got no more. And I said I was gonna keep it short today. So much for that. Well, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. because we're gonna go through the watch list. And I did want to talk about the Diddy doc a little bit, not too much, just a little bit, just my feelings on it. Yay, yay, yay. What you say, Kendall? She always wanted to have notoriety. Yeah, like Tony. And she's there, but like I feel like Tony's there. She like right there. You know what I'm saying? But Tony, that's what I be trying to explain to my kids, because I can be all the things, but it's about knowing when to keep your mouth shut. And I think Tony has mastered that and Tamar hasn't, because Tamar doesn't care if it's good, if it's positive or negative attention. And she should, but you can't tell people how to want to choose to live their life. So that she almost, yeah, that's how we got here, because that's the whole link to Funky was that, and then they were saying he might have had something to do with it. She didn't defend him, so then that's when he popped up and said you was with Mendices, and maybe Mendices know what happened because you went upstairs with Mendices and his homeboy because y'all was kissing and necking in the club and in the car. Baby, hey, So, when we go over my watch list, I think I got about 7 or 8 things up here. December is not too crazy. No weekly huddle next week. We'll pick it up the following week. So I got maybe 2 more bits of watch list to give to you. Those might be a little more packed as I, because sometimes I come across more stuff as I'm perusing the streets. But December 2nd on Netflix, we got Sean Combs' The Reckoning, rated TVMA. It was a 4-part docuseries, and 50 was EP in that. And 50 gonna tell you a joke, but he ain't never gonna tell you a lie. So when that man said he was doing the doc, he meant he was doing the doc. I think it was pretty good. It was pretty well written. You got can't do it. He wasn't in it at all. I think he just, had to eat that EP credit and, paid the money for the footages and, to get the right people in the room to do the right thing. So it's kind of more like a backseat thing when it came to 50, and just in my opinion. A revealing look at Sean Combs' journey from music mogul to controversial figure, featuring footage and insider accounts that expose both his groundbreaking success with Bad Boy Entertainment and troubling shadows behind his empire. Now, like I said, I had watched it. It took me 2 days to watch the 4 parts, just because it's almost an hour each episode, and the content could get pretty heavy. You know what this man has been doing, so the content could get a little heavy. So I kind of, paced myself as far as it was concerned, because I think I watched one when I was at work, and then I went and watched like Beyond the Gates or something, something a little more, not real, but a little more, I was going to say upbeat. That Beyond the Gates could be, child, may they never come through the ceiling. And then I went back and watched the second one, and then I did the same thing the next day, just to break it up. To binge the subject matter was a lot, even though I think 3 was a little bit lighter. I didn't take as long as of a break between 3 and 4, but yeah, I watched it in 2 days. If you're not totally over it, like Kendall, because we didn't have 5011 Diddy docs, I would advise you to check it out. I'm going to talk about it in a little bit once get through this. Oh, Jalen says you don't want to watch no more Diddy stuff either. If they're going to charge you for what he did. Yeah. I'm just bamboozled, and I'll say this now because I want to talk a little bit about the Diddy documentary, but the escort is suing Cassie. Like, when you've outright said that man was responsible and that y'all both were victims in a sense, and you're suing. Misogyny don't let up, child. So on December 3rd, we got Oh What Fun on Prime Video, rated PG-13. It's a comedy with a runtime of 1 hour and 41 minutes. We got Michelle Pfeiffer, we got Dennis Leary, we got Eva Longoria, a bunch of other folks. What does that say? Come home for the present, stay for the baggage. Ooh, baby, not the baggage. Not stay for the baggage. Claire plans a special Christmas. However, she is forgotten by her family. Good golly, Miss Molly. When the family finally realized that she is missing, their holiday is at risk until she returns to give them the celebration they deserve. I might check this out because this is on my list for next Saturday when I go over all my Christmas pick. Next up, we got Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair. In theaters, it's action. It's a runtime of 4 hours and 41 minutes. We're going to get to why this is, Quentin Tarantino directed. So, Uma Thurman, Lucy Liu, Vivica A. Fox, Daryl Hannah, and Julie Dreyfus. And what this is, I took a description of this one. Because this is basically, I'll read the description. Quentin Tarantino's Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair unites Volume 1 and Volume 2 into a single unrated epic. Oh my God. Presented exactly as he intended, complete with a new, never-before seen anime sequence. Uma Thurman stars as the bride she left me for dead. After her former boss and lover, Bill ambushes her wedding rehearsal, pewing her in the head and stealing her unborn child. To exact her vengeance, she must first hunt down the 4 remaining members of the deadly Viper assassination squad before confronting Bill himself. With this operatic scope, relentless action, and iconic style, The Whole Bloody Affair stands as one. This is the Rotten Tomatoes, as one of the cinema's definitive revenge sagas, rarely shown in its complete form, and now presented with a classic intermission. She said 4 hours, sheesh. Because it's the same thing that they did with Wicked. Like, you could watch both parts of Wicked and had an intermission. This is essentially what that is. So it's both parts. It's 1 and 2, and they got added some couple things in there. I will be waiting till that comes to streaming, if they do it on streaming, and I'll watch it that way, because just no. And I've seen the movie already. Great movie, but just no. Yes, surviving, or yeah, it's similar situations. That man. As a lover in the color purple, but it's 2 parts. It's Volume 1 and Volume 2. It's Volume 1 and Volume 2. That's what they're doing. So it's not anything new. You're gonna get like a little bit of new footages. 12/2, we got Kimura back in the Fab Lane on E. I hate that I have no place to watch this. I'm not paying for another stream, and I ain't got no cable, y'all. And last time, I think when they did the House of Villains, that was on E. That was on Peacock. So I don't know. I think this is on Hulu, but you got to have an add-on or Plex or one of them. So, child, you thought Kill Bill was scary? Okay. I'll give it to you. I'm not sure how many episodes this is going to have, or exactly how long the episodes are going to be. Probably like maybe 30 minutes. But it's rated TV 14. And it's a reality series because, Kimura is back. I used to watch her show back on the day. I like Kimura. I just, never mind. We're not going to get into it. I thought we're just talking about TV shows. Kimura Lee Simmons returns to E, balancing her baby fat empire and billion-dollar portfolio. Baby fat is back, child. While raising 5 kids, she navigates this. I wonder if this is a description for the OG Kimura life in the Fab Lane, because this okay. Let me just read. She navigates her daughter's modeling careers, son's sports, and personal triumphs, and her signature fabulous style. I guess that's the description I found, child. Fabulosity runs in the family. I guess that's accurate. Description. Next up, we got FNAF. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in theaters on December 5th. It's rated PG-13. This is a horror. With the runtime of 1 hour and 44 minutes. You got Megan Fox, Matthew Lillard, and all of them. The gang is all there. I ain't watched the first one. Y'all know I don't do horror, so there's that. Look, I know my child want to see it, and I'm looking at him like he's crazy. 1 year has passed since the supernatural nightmare at Freddy's Fazbear's Pizza. Former security guard Mike has kept the truth from his 11-year-old sister Abby concerning the fate of her animatronic friends. When Abby sneaks out to reconnect with Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy, she sets into motion a terrifying series of events that reveals dark secrets about the true origins of Freddy's. Baby, But if y'all watched the first one and y'all enjoyed it, go ahead and check out the second one. Yes, Ming and Aoki are the two oldest. It says 5. She has 5 kids. I'm missing we know you don't do horror. I'm missing a kid, Kendall. I didn't know she had 5 kids. The breed makes you have a hatred for oh no. I'm gonna skip that. I don't really watch horror no way though. Yep, those are her daughters. They done grown up, Jalen. That's Ming and Aoki. Ming and Aoki. Next up, and I put trailer for this on my community tab. Always check my community tab, y'all. Every Sunday, even though I'm not doing pajama Sundays, I give y'all like affirmations and little things to help us get through this week. And also, I've been trying to get back to putting up trailers for series and movies and stuff like that. So this one is up there. Released on the 5th, Love and Wine on Netflix, rated TV 14, and is a South African rom-com, y'all. Okay, with the runtime of 1 hour and 49 minutes. I definitely have to go figure out how to squeeze that into my schedule and watch one of these doggone Christmas movies maybe once I get past my Christmas watch list, I can go watch some other stuff that I'm not reviewing, because I'm watching stuff that I'm either recapping on the panel or plan to recap myself. New life, new name, new bank balance. A wine heir's identity swap with his best friend goes wildly and hilariously off the vine. Oh, child! When he falls for a girl, baby, it always be a girl. It always be a girl. Yeah, it's the movie version of the video game. Yeah, I don't know if my little one. I know he want to see it, and I look at him like he was crazy. But yes, Kendall, me too. Those are my favorite. I have yet to come across. Listen, I hate to say it because usually when you say it, that's when it go awry. But I've yet to watch a bad South African show or movie on Netflix. See, and I think Prime has some good ones too. It's not I don't know if they don't advertise as much as the Netflix one, because I saw something on Prime that was African, and I was wondering if I have to go look. I was wondering if it was available to us, and now I can't even remember what it was called, y'all. What are you saying about FNAFs? Yeah. We got Sumo, and then y'all can tell me what y'all been watching, because lords, your girl been trying to play catch up. We got coming up on the 12th. Again, because these are not in order. So when we come to the next one, you're like, girl, those is out already. They not in order. I just put them on a list, and whatever, I just group them together. Usually, like if the list is going down and it's like 30 on the list, I just split it as like 7 or 8 and do it that way. Not in any order. I used to, when I did my, official watch list, go and put them in date release order. And on the 12th, we have Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery on Netflix, rated PG-13. It's mystery crime. I don't think I watched all the Knives Out stuff. Is a runtime of 2 hours and 24 minutes. We got Daniel Craig, Glenn Close, Josh Brolin, and Kerry Washington. Okay. No, Kendall. That was one of the ones they canceled. They be doing us dirty. Yeah, that's one of the ones they had on Prime. They canceled it, and then we got all these other shows that are similar because you got Beauty and Black is similar to Riches mixed with what's the other one on Netflix? I feel like it's a mix of those two shows. Sprinkle with a little TP, if you know what I mean. Detective Benoit Blanc teams up with an earnest young priest to investigate a perfectly impossible crime at a small town. Oh, at a church, at a small town church with a dark history. Knives Out tends to be long, so I haven't really watched them. I heard they were good. You know, it's on the list, but it's down at the bottom of the list because I can't watch this, so I watch other stuff. And we're gonna end our watch list with a little Tubi. You know, can't have a little Tubi. Um, on the 5th, we got A Mother's Confession. This I also did the trailer for this on my community tab if you want to watch it. It looks quite interesting. Okay. I said, ooh, child, I don't look like I'm about to be mad. Look like I'm about to be mad. It's a drama rated TVMA and it's a runtime of an hour and 52 minutes. That's a little long for Subi, but it's cool. It's cool. It looks like it's giving you the drama, so it looks like you might need that because Tubi movies be like hour and 30 minutes, child. It's one of the things I love about Tubi movies. You know, Tubi originals, that is. When a gang puring leaves her son in a coma, a single mother grapples with faith and morality as she seeks a vengeance against the perpetrator. Okay. It's given I might be a little annoyed. You want to watch it before bed? It's given I might be a little annoyed, but you know. Nonetheless, I might check it out. Love and reminds you of Da Vinci. Look. I love me some Da Vinci. Let me go back. Yeah, a little bit from the side. A little bit from the side. What you doing, Pop? So just quickly to go through these again. We got Sean Combs' The Reckoning on Netflix is already available. We have Oh What Fun on Prime Video. That's already available. Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair in theaters. You can see that already. Kimura, Life in the Fab Lane. That is out already. FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's 2 in theaters. That's out already. As well as Love and Wine on Netflix. On the 12th, we get Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery on Netflix. And then our last one, A Mother's Confession on Tubi. That's already out. So check those out. Let me know what you think. Put me back over here on the side. Yeah, Tubi movies definitely are a hit or miss. Yeah, the Detroit ones are the best. Child, they be filming those with a camcorder, but they look. I feel like some of those be confessions. Are y'all over there telling on yourselves? Just jokes, just jokes. They be that like they could happen. Yeah. I'll be watching anything on Tubi too. And Tubi is good for sometimes like non-Tubi stuff too. Like I think this Christmas is all off already, but they had like a bunch of Lifetime stuff and Christmas movies over there, you know, stuff that's not theirs that they have for a time. Like I said, I've been watching a lot lately. We're gonna talk a little bit about the whole Diddy thing. I've been trying to keep up. I was watching All's Fair. I gotta watch the rest of that episode. That was ooh, baby. I think I like 15 minutes left on that. Married to Medicine. Like I said, I'm gonna try to give you a recap on that, as well as we'll be doing a panel, I think this week on Wednesday with the ladies. So be on the lookout for that. Pluribus, I've been watching. Force. I am always distracted when I'm watching Force. Don't use my AA batteries, please, and thank you. I watch it and I'm distracted. I'm watching it. It's gotten better, but it's not giving me, which is kind of the case with Force. Like Force is not bad. It just, you know, I'll just be looking for something else. And, you know, poor Tommy. I still got to catch up on Watson. I'm like 3 or 4 episodes behind on Watson, and I got to catch up on Bel Air. I did, as I told you guys about that Kevin Hart stand-up. It's exactly what we thought it was. There was a few more jokes that weren't on the trailer that were good, but it's just I know some people say he has Tori, his first ex-wife, so she was writing a joke. I'm inclined to believe that. Some people have said he has stepped away from becoming relatable, so that's the issue, and that's why I watched this one because I felt like I'm in my 40s. I could probably relate to a little more to like the older comedy. We old, we gotta because it be what it be, right? But it just I was like, I think he's funnier in like his improvish things. I don't really think he's funny like that, but if y'all like Kevin Hart, because we all don't like the same things, go ahead and check that out. That was on one of my watch lists from last month. Also went to, I think I talked about, we went to see, or maybe I didn't. No, I think I did, because I think I saw y'all since Thanksgiving. That we went to see Wicked for Good. I enjoyed it. Some people said the first one was better than the second one. I haven't read the books and stuff, so I was curious to see the conclusion. But they said even in the play, the second act was not as strong as the first act. So is what it is. That's in theaters. She said he's all right. Yeah, that's the one I'm on, Kendall, with Dina's husband passing and her just letting him sit in the bed and just cook. I got like the last 15, 20 minutes of that to watch. I was like, ooh, girl, now he's in there thinking and you just making omelets. Okay. It's not, because you can't tell people how to grieve. Is that legal? I mean, she's a lawyer. So, I mean, okay. Karen Joseph Riley, who is Karan. Is it Karen or Karan? Ooh, my eyes. Actress of Terry J. Vaughn has. Oh, okay. He's on what? He be on a Tubi movies? What movies he be on, Kendall? Oh, I think. What did I see him on? No, I saw her on a Christmas movie that I never finished on BT Plus last year. Child, let's get into this and move on with life, child. So I watched Sean Combs The Reckoning. Like I said, 4 episodes, almost an hour each, 2 days. It should not take me 2 days to get through 4 hours, but it was the content. It was the subject content. It was a lot of the same. We got like there was some things that I learned, but not a lot. It just was kind of speaking to the jurors and other things like that. But I think it was pretty well made. Like I said, the 50 it wasn't apparent that he had any involvement in it. And they left out some things that I kind of want to talk about in them 4 hours and focus on some other things. I think they must be getting ready to open up another investigation, so they want to make sure they document it and have all their ducks in a row. I mean, the moral to the story is pay your people, because he had a videographer, child, because I've been watching people butcher that word and it's been aggravating me. Document when he knew he was about to get locked up and was about to make his own documentary because he thought he was going to come out on the other side, just much like Aura. We were talking about him earlier. That he was going to come out on the other side and be able to tell about it, but he didn't pay the people, and that's how 50 and Netflix got the footages. Okay, they got the footages. And she said she sleep on too, but you gotta see what's over there. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to watch. December, I think we're slowing down a little bit for December. Like I said, most of what's to watch in December is a lot of Christmas movies. So, other than that, yeah. And she's talking about her kitty cat, because I'm about to say the P. Now I'm about to say the P word. I said, "Girl, what is you doing?" And then the poor one with the accent was all feeling a mess. So, I mean, what did we learn? Janice wasn't to be played with. She was a single mother. I hate that y'all be putting everything on single mothers. Like, she just was so awful. You do the best that you can, but it is what it is. But she was in OG Diddy parties. That's where Janice was giving. I don't know why I missed the part where he lived with Andre. I feel like they were trying to put emphasis on that to let you know that them two had some type of relationship. Now, that might have been. Buddy, somebody is on that door, and I don't think it's your brothers, and I'm not about to buzz nobody in. So if that's one of your friends, I suggest you go on. Sorry, y'all, because I'm like, why is my phone ringing? Yeah, I don't know if I skipped over that. I don't watch so much stuff on Diddy, so maybe they have told us before that he lived with Andre. And like I said, I think that might have been a little 50 influence to let us see that, them pictures where they was a little snug as a bug in the rug. But he got game. He got game from Andre and screwed them people over money wise. Because I was like, that's why he was all in the videos, all on the records. I mean, Suge said it, but that's what we did. That's what we talked about. And he was the OG Mr. Steal Your Girl. To me, I know they say that world is small. To me, it's given insecurity. Like, I didn't know that Misa used to deal with, and then as a New Yorker and the Long Island girly, I hate to admit it, but I didn't know that Misa used to deal with Eric Sermon from EPMD. So we got Misa, okay. We got Kim because Kim was with Al B. We already knew that. We got he tried Suge's side. I don't think he was successful with that. We got Kathy because she was with Ryan Leslie. And then Chance's mom used to date Tupac. So it was like, holy insecurity. Yeah. And it's funny because to each his own. I was like, oh my God, back in the day, oh, he's so cute. Child. I just like a dark skinned man. Because all them features are not coming together like they come together. But my mama used to always say, and she wasn't wrong, because some of these men that I like, we're not going to talk about it. My mother be like, would you think they're attractive? They ain't have no money, ma'am. Let's not even do that. Let's not even do that. They talked a lot about Biggie and Pac, and he just had such a strong disdain for Pac. And the Geminis is not about to, yeah. Which is why they saying we got this whole document. Which is why they saying we got this whole documentary and 50 Baby Mama 2. Child. Ain't that the one that never mind, they was having things to say about me. I'm gonna leave her alone. Because wasn't she in the legal papers? Child. They talked a lot about Biggie and Pac and their relationship and the hatred that he had for Biggie and I mean, yeah, for Pac, not for Biggie. Although low key, okay, jealousy and envy. Us Geminis, we be knowing sometimes. Sometimes you might slide past us, but we be knowing, okay? And Pac was like, I'm cool, partner. Get out of here. And then you have both Biggie and Pac was Gemini, so it's like, go that. What is Sean? Is he a Virgo? I'm saying that like I know that man. I'm saying that like I know him. I'm just curious. It ain't going to tell me nothing. He's a piece of a crap person, allegedly. Allegedly. Scorpio. You're not repping them Scorpios, right? I guess what it is when you use your for evil. Because I know a lot of very they hustlers, very intelligent, hustling, but they're good people though. The Scorpios said, stop doing the zodiacs, Kira. But then when they were talking about how he might have had a bigger hand, and I'm gonna phrase it like this: if y'all seen it, y'all know what I mean. In Tupac and Biggie's demise, okay, because Biggie was supposed to be going to Europe and he canceled it, and then not you gonna have Biggie pay for his own funeral because you're gonna recoup it. I said, just slow down. Just you hate to see it, but I think this might be to help them with the Tupac case because Keefy D, yeah. Another movie by Michael Jackson. Somebody was saying something in the Michael Jackson documentary reminded them of this one. Don't ask me what. You know how because they were talking about it all over the clock app. You come across things and you be like, She said, we don't let it slide past you, make you think you do. You ain't never I've had people get over on me when he's like, you choose to, and I guess it's you choosing to ignore certain things, because they talk about Geminis, but I think we do genuinely try to see the good, or at least maybe Gemini women try to see the good in people. If it's glaring, it's glaring. But some of them I've let them think. And Jesus is a Scorpio men, not the women. You might be right, because I'm trying to think if I know any Scorpio men like that. But the women are like hustlers, go-getters, very intelligent, very cool. One of my high school friends that I still keep in contact, because your high school friends, that I still keep in contact with. We went to dance school and high school together. She's a Scorpio. My sister-in-law is a Scorpio. I mean, just both in the medical field, smart, hustling, very, sweet. They're hard on the outside, sweet on the inside. But hey, I'm pretentious 25, child. Happy Sunday. But yeah, child. Those jurors made my ass itch, because the guy was giving misogyny and the lady was giving fan. And now are they bringing up pictures that this lady met? Not that they were friends, because it just, the picture you saw, what I took from it, I haven't read into it, but like, you're out at a concert somewhere, you're out somewhere and you meet a celebrity and take a picture together. That's what I got from it. But she also was giving fangirl up there, talking about Capricorn Clark. And I was like, as a Black woman, I do not approve any of this message. I do not. And it's given witness. This is all allegedly. It's given witness tampering, because why wasn't the jury, what do you call it, sequestered? There's no reason y'all should have been able to go home and be on social media. And y'all don't think like a trial like this is like R. Kelly levels, Bill Cosby, baby. And then they talking about Bill Cosby. This thing making me want to go back and watch Blink Twice, because they trying to say that she wrote that for her mom, because Bill Cosby, I don't know, because that was giving me this, it's giving me Epstein Island, it's giving me, yikes. And then the sad part about it is, like, because when you watch stuff like Blink Twice, the sad part about it is it's true. You got them pictures of Epstein Island, you got this documentary, and it's just like, make your head spin, blows your freaking mind. Because one of the jurors, the one I said misogynistic, was like, they're just giving a couple in love. And it's kind of like Cassidy was a willing participant. And I just was like, y'all know how abuse works, huh? Okay. So I just, because just even in generally, because they were talking about even the introduction of party favors, if you will, into the act. And even still, even with that, I can't speak for that, because I ain't never been on none of that stuff. But it's just like, as a woman, to sit there and have intercourse for that long, like, at what point does it stop being pleasurable? Because how many juices can you make when you're going for hours? And we're not talking about like what we're talking about, like 10 hours. And where's the pleasure in that? And then them kept showing her in that hallway scene. I'm gonna tell you one thing about me though, because if I'm gonna get my ass beat anyway, that man wouldn't have had no towel in that video. He wouldn't have had no towel in that video dragging me up the hall, because I would have pulled that towel on, because he was trying to drag me in. And this is not me being funny, making light of a situation. I'm being dead ass. Yeah, I guess you're right, Kendall. I gotta go look, child. I gotta dig up my birth certificate, because I thought I was you're a Cancer sun with a Scorpio moon. I thought I was a Gemini sun and a Cancer moon, but now I think I might got that wrong, child. And so I gotta go check that in my rising, because I thought it was Cancer moon and Leo rising. Now I don't know. The only thing I know is I'm a Gemini sun. Now I gotta go look. And the question is my time of birth. Like, I know my date. I even know the day of the week, but it's that time is important when you're doing them doggone charts. And then they talked about another lady, Joy. And then when they came and talked about Aubrey, because Aubrey ain't been on Diddy for forever. And I was never a fan of Aubrey, but right is right and wrong is wrong. But baby, she was reading those emails that he sent her, and I was like, that's another thing. That's given and I hate to use the word because they say we use it too much, but like narcissist, because the fact that you would send voice notes and text messages and emails saying some of the stuff that he said, you just don't ever think that you're going to take no accountability for anything. It's actually not. Okay, I might have tried that too, but at the very least, I'd have snatched that towel, and if I can get a hold of it, I'd have got a hold of it. Because if I'm gonna get on, I might as well go out with a fight, But then when we got to the part where basically somebody said that he did to Aubrey what he did to that lady Joy, because that lady Joy seemed to not know what happened to her, so he was over there playing it in the club, trying to be Alpo Part 2. Which is like, come on, sir. Come on. That got me upset. That got me very disgusted. Like I said, I've never been a fan of Aubrey, but for that lady to not know whether that happened or not, if somebody was making it up, then she don't want to say that they're making it up because she don't want to remember, and she don't want to discredit a woman, with respect to her for that. But I was just like, that hurt my, not the other things that hurt my heart, but it's like when we got to that, Kalina, baby, throw her under the jail. He must have gave her either that $5,000 or helped her with try to get her kids. She giving crackhead auntie, as a Black woman, again, so disappointed in her. You just don't be in the dock, sis. Just don't. We could tell you still love that man, and I don't know whether. I know Burroughs, the other guy for Bad Boy. I won't get into his story. It's clear that he said he was abused. Little Rod, I don't think he would have told it had he got his money, which is the scary part. But Cassie emboldened a lot of people, which I can appreciate, to speak up, to go there, because I think a lot of people were scared. Like even Joy, when Joy was saying she was trying to get help, people didn't want to go against him. They still wanted to be, part of the business and invited to the parties and stuff like that. So she had a hard time getting support with that letter that her mom wrote. That's why I said it was heavy to watch all at once. Yeah, man. Just the violence against women was a lot. I mean, he did a lot of bad stuff. Because you taking people out or setting people up to be taken out. The thing that happened at the school in New York back in the day. If you can stomach it, I just gave you the highlights. If you can stomach it, the Aubrey thing tore me up because, like I said, it's like we went all the way back to the beginning with that first lady. Well, not the first lady, but when they were asking had anything happened to her. I believe that something might have happened to Kalina, and she's acting like nothing happened to Dawn. And who else? Because the fact that some people didn't even know that, that's why I said it's giving me Blink twice. It's making me want to watch Blink twice again to like really, really seeing that you got some more details on it. But it was well put together. It was villain against villain because 50's not without reproach. He's done some things too, but gotta call him out. And like I said, it was pretty well put together. I won't say I enjoyed it. I'll just say it was pretty well put together because I don't think it was something you were supposed to enjoy. But I, appreciated the work that went into it. And the people that did the work, because like I said, 50 just paid for things and had his EP credit on it. I don't think he did much else. More used to do a segment about men controlling women. They asked the one why. Yeah. It's like, Stockholm syndrome. And then they say it takes them a bunch of times to actually leave. And then when you leave, that's when you have the highest risk of being unalive. So it's a very tricky, difficult situation that you don't want to find yourself in. Because it's not just, people make it seem like it's easy to walk away. That's the problem I was having with the juror. That's the problem I'm seeing now that I see on the Clock app and social media that the escort that he's saying that she gave him a STI, STD, whatever you call it. But it's like all of it should go back to Diddy. Why are you giving him passes and whatnot when Yeah, y'all were both victims. You know what I'm saying? Like, why go after her for why? Because she got money from Diddy. Like, go get the money from Diddy. I didn't understand that. Yeah, the mind control he had over these women. Yep, not shitting any of the women. Yeah, no, the trauma they went through, and then it's manipulation. It's mind control. It's like I said, it's a position you definitely don't want to find yourself in. I done gotten hands before in a relationship, and baby, you get the heck on out. You don't if you can, if you are I don't want to let me not say if you're strong enough. Um because some men make it easier for you to go. I'll just put it like that. I was able to go. I got going because I'm like, I don't want to be unalive because I'm gonna go down without a fight. So yeah. But sometimes it's like it's not that evident, it's little things because there's like a grooming involved with that too. Um, it's just a real sticky predicament to be in, and I pray. Child, what time is this live? Because I just gotta get my ass off. Yeah, I just thought about that. Sorry, y'all. Because last week it was early, and I just want to make sure. Oh Lord, it's at 7:15 again this week. Good golly, Miss Molly. Let me wrap it up because I'm gonna be late. I need to go get my stuff out the dryer, child. Let me wrap this up because we was having them lives at 8:05, and I know last week we had game night, but I'm gonna text them I'm gonna be late. Let me just throw these up. Thank you guys for coming and chitting and chat with me. Anybody that's coming through on a replay, leave a comment, #replay. Please check out some of my other content. I've been putting up daily Christmas shorts of my favorite or go-to Christmas movies. A lot from the 2000s. There might be some older ones in there. I did the same thing last year because we're working on Vlogmas. Stay tuned because I got more Vlogmas content to come. I put up because last time I did the whole long stint with the elf at the end, but this time I'm doing weekly because instead of daily, I've been putting it up on my TikTok and my Instagram daily, my elf journey. So this week we got week 1 with Jake. I put that up in my stories. Stay tuned. We're gonna have more Vlogmas stuff, family business. They should be going live in like 10 minutes. So check out that panel. Also the Pluribus panel on Monday, and I believe we're doing a Married to Medicine panel on Wednesday. And I will try to get you guys Married to Medicine up on, I think, Tuesday. I might talk a little bit about episode 1. It really wasn't much going on in episode 1, but I appreciate you guys for coming through. Ciao. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I got all this stuff set up. We got that on a loop because, baby, listen. I'm sorry to rush off here. Something told me to check the time because I did the same thing last week. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. And I will see you good people in the next video. Peace, peace. Oh, this thing still ain't working properly.